all the senses, sight is arguably one of the most important. Despite this, deterioration of the vision is, to some extent, almost ubiquitous with aging. The most common age-related eye disease is age-related macular degeneration. However, before we talk about that disease, let's first discuss the macula and where it is in the eye. So the macula lives in a section of the eye called the retina, which is located around the back of the eye near the optic nerve. What the retina is responsible for is for converting light into electrical and nervous signals using photoreceptors. Photoreceptors, such as rods and cones, are responsible for vision in different light levels and also for seeing colour. So they're pretty important. The macula itself is responsible for visual acuity, or in other words, how sharp your vision is. That's what the eye charts that you always see in optometrists are used for. They test visual acuity and how sharp your vision is. The macula itself is also responsible for central vision, so direct vision, like when you're looking straight ahead. Whereas the rest of the retina is responsible for your peripheral vision or your side-to-side vision. Cones are also concentrated in the macula, which is why it's so important that the macula's health is maintained so that you can see. So macular degeneration, as the name suggests, is degeneration of the macula. It's when the retina is destroyed from the center out, which is why the central vision is the first affected. And it's often characterized by wavy lines and color loss, blurring, and just eventually overall a complete loss of vision, at least centrally. There is 3 stages of macular degeneration, and it's categorized according to the presence of drusen, or little yellow deposits that indicate degeneration, and it's seen all around the retina. Additionally, there's 2 types of macular degeneration. There's the wet type, or neovascular, which is caused by the growth of new blood vessels in the retina or in the macular area where it's not supposed to be. And then there's the dry or non-neovascular, macular degeneration, which is either caused by aging or thinning of the macular tissues, depositing of pigment around the macula, or from both. Luckily, however, technology is being created to try combat macular degeneration, and one of these technologies is the implantable miniature telescope, or the IMT. It was FDA approved in 2010, and since then it has continually been approved upon, and still being improved upon. So the implant, as you can see, is the size of a pea, essentially, but it has a pretty big impact. It can improve and enlarge the amount of light entering the eye by 3 times, and as a result, the image that is displayed onto the retina is larger and can reach more healthy cells in the macula, and henceforth you can get a clearer image and excuse some of the damaged cells. So it's important to note that the IMT does not repair damaged cells, but instead utilizes the healthy ones to get a clearer image. So there may still be some spots in the vision, but it is improved upon. So there's 2 models of the IMT, 2 different magnifications. The 2 times magnification, while having a less impact on the sharpness of an image, it improves the field of vision. And the 2.7 times magnification one is pretty much the opposite. It improves visual acuity, but it's a smaller field of vision. So the implant is, it's actually only implanted in one eye. This is because the surgery actually removes peripheral vision in the eye it's operated on, because the natural lens is actually removed from the eye. Therefore, tests are conducted to ensure that the eye that's being operated on has actually less peripheral vision than the other one, and therefore there's two modes of vision still retained. Yeah, and the surgery itself takes about 2 to 3 hours, including, recovery. Of course, there's some limitations, as with any kind of implant, and the selection criteria is pretty steep. It's only limited to about people over 65 with end-stage macular degeneration, and it can cause a loss of depth perception and can cause inflammation post-operation. Sorry. But all in all, it is a very successful technology. And of course, there's future iterations being discovered right now. There's a non-implantable contact lens being created, and they're trying to extend the selection criteria to more people. So in general, the IMT is absolutely wonderful at helping those who are suffering from macular degeneration get some of their sight back and help them to see again, at least a little bit.